So I guess I haven't done one of these in a couple of, well, like a week. Kind of keep finding myself in one of these like depressed ruts where like it's just kind of hard for me to want to do anything, and then I just got to kind of pull myself out of that and whatever. Sadly, part of like what suffers from that is the plants get neglected, as you saw with the herb garden when it practically died. But look, it's all pretty much back. Still lots of dead oregano over here, but there was almost nothing, and now it's all completely coming back. There was a caterpillar. I don't know if you recall that, but there was a caterpillar. I believe he may have gone to chrysalis somewhere in here. I'm not sure. Or maybe not. Maybe he was just feasting on it. So I haven't been trimming it just because I'm not sure. I don't see him, but I don't want to accidentally trim him. This is what's going on. The grass is finally starting to balance itself out a little bit. A lot of it didn't make it over in this area, but that's alright because all that stuff that died off plus extra grass that I went ahead and added into the soil. It's, building up some more fertility, and eventually all this grass is going to spread, just like even over here up against the house where I thought nothing would ever grow. So also the pumpkins that I put over there are gourds. I'm not sure which ones are which. I think pumpkins have those bigger leaves with less like fingers, I guess. I don't know what you call them, apexes or something. The little points, anyway. Those might be gourds. Anyway, so it's starting to take over the grass area, so. But that's alright, grass is pretty resilient. Just takes time. And water. Trees. So, some of them are starting to do better. Others, well, like the one where it was just the dirt from the ground. Apparently, they don't make it as well in there. But these ones in these cans are doing amazing still. Would you look at the trunks on these? They're starting to become like saplings, I guess, or something. These ones, they're all a lot less mature, rather, but they're doing fine. Let's see. Over here, more trees doing fine. I pulled this out of the ground with very little anything left for roots, and I put it in here, and it succeeded. That's like my first real transplant of something wild that succeeds. Besides these guys, they grow regardless, they don't care. Not sure what this is. I know it's got to be something I planted because there's nothing else around here like it. I'm imagining that these are russet potatoes. These are some kind of potato, and I'm thinking this may be sweet potato. I don't remember, maybe it's backwards, but I tried planting both. I didn't think they were going to come up, and then those came up. And then there's another gourd or pumpkin thing here. Not sure which one. Again, I'm sure someone probably can tell by the shape of the leaf or whatever, or even the bloom. These things are kind of cool. Tomatoes. I did my best to try and suspend these. I should have invested in more tomato cages, but I went into this thing not expecting anything to succeed at all, just to learn from it. So I ended up stringing it up against the porch here. Over here I've got these tomatoes, which, they're that heirloom breed that I decided to try out, and it did really well. I put 4 plants in that pot, and, well, the raised bed area, and I hoped that one of them would stay living, but all 4 did. So I went and put the one cage that I had available in the middle of all 4 of them, and they're all just thriving on that thing, so that's really cool. Even some of them are starting to ripen. I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to start harvesting these. My broccoli, it's been hit and miss. It hasn't died off, but it hasn't been, I guess maybe I haven't been doing all the right things to it, giving it the right love and whatever, so it's been having a little trouble, but I'm trying to see what's going on with that. Oh, this is crazy. I really never expected anything to grow here, but it did, and it is, and it will, and that's cool. More of the ordinary tomatoes that some are stumbling. This one I tried to secure with string onto a piece of pine that I carved to a point on my table saw. I have a table saw now. That's how much has gone on. Other ordinary tomatoes, they're doing pretty well. There's two of them there. One is, well, they're both kind of suspended to this little makeshift trellis that I tossed in the ground here. And they're doing alright. I don't know if there's any detrimental effect about stringing them up like this, but it seems to be working. Maybe it'll like cut off their flow or something because they'll get too thick for it. I don't know. My grapevine is still silent, but it it is growing, man. It's doing stuff. And these crazy gigantic pumpkins, or I'm pretty sure these are pumpkins. I have not put a fruit down yet, as far as I can tell. I did go into this not knowing about how much space they really need, and they've just been growing like crazy, and every time they try to escape from the bed I toss it back on itself. And so over time it's created this really gnarled but cool looking like pumpkin jungle in there, so that's going to be really awesome. So that's pretty much what's going on. There's lots of business going on down here for carrots and stuff. I pulled a couple out just to see how mature they were, because I don't know anything about anything here, so you know, it's all a learning experience. And so they were like really baby carrots, so they're getting more time in the ground. And that is about all for now. Well, actually, you know what, real quick, I'm just going to show off my new tools. Well, new tool, rather. Okay, so, new tools. I found this at this really awesome thrift store. Oh man, there's less places like this than there used to be when I was growing up, but it's one of those, like, you know, family-owned, big, like, storage building full of just awesome stuff, things that you don't find anywhere else. And you don't find it at the big mainstream types of thrift stores and stuff, but, you know, like this. This is hard to even find online, and I got it for like 20 bucks. It goes for like 60 or something, and that's like the off-brands, and this is Dremel, so that's actually really cool. So it's a little 4-inch table saw, you know, for doing small finishing stuff on tiny stuff and whatever. So, you know, it's not really all that good. There's no torque on it. It spins through its belt, so you know, it's got to be really small stuff and soft. But so I came across, well, my wife found somebody on one of those buy sell trade Facebook pages, and they were selling a table saw, and it's not a bad one. I went and looked it up. It retails for about 200 bucks, I think. Brand new, it's exact series. And so it's a little used. It's had some life. But I turned it on. I fired it up. It turns on. I got it for 30 bucks. So that's pretty cool. With this little push stick thing, which I made a couple out of wood, but I've got a proper one, so, you know, you need different angles anyway. So, but it comes with all the attachments. It's got a little miter angle pusher sled thing. I don't know if it's supposed to push. I think it is. The rip fence. Man, like, this is a full tool. I don't usually get that. Usually I end up with things like this, like my my bandsaw, which definitely has a place for a what do you call it? What did I just call that fence? The yeah, rip fence rather. So this one has one, but I didn't get it with it, and probably the worst table saw or bandsaw in the world, but it's my bandsaw and it works for me. For the price I got it for. And my drill press. This thing is pretty badass. I like it. I'm grateful for the cheap price that I paid for it and how awesome it is. It needs lubing. And, well, that's it. Yeah. Peace.